You know what's bullshit? Lamps. Lamps are assholes. When I walk into a room, I flick a switch on the wall, a light activates on the ceiling, and I can see. But apparently, that wasn't enough, and so we have to put lamps all over the place. So do we really need so goddamn many? No matter which part of the house I go to, I can always point out 2 to 3 lamps somewhere. It's almost like a game, like how many lamps can we fit in each room? And simply using the damn things is a pain in the ass in its own right. Because unlike regular light switches, which are easily accessible and plainly visible on the wall, lamp switches are hidden behind the lampshade. So to simply turn the lamp on and off, you have to bend down in a weird position to look under the lampshade, while also making sure not to make direct eye contact with the light so you don't burn a hole in your retinas. And then when you actually reach for the switch, you have to be careful not to touch the bulb because it gets so hot that it can burn your hand. And so it's impossible to just nonchalantly turn the lamp off because every part of it was designed to be inconvenient. Who the hell came up with this shit? It makes the user look like a fucking asshole. Why can't the switch just be somewhere else on the lamp? Like at the base? Or maybe on the wire? Or hell, why not just have a chain instead of a switch? Yeah, that seems to work pretty well. Why do the majority of lamps have to place the switch in the most asinine spot possible? It's all because the lampshade is in the way. All of this hassle could be avoided completely if you didn't have to work around it. Especially since if you're not careful enough when reaching for the switch, then you could accidentally bump the lampshade and make it all crooked. So then you have to waste more time readjusting the godforsaken thing, but it's no use. The lampshade will now always be ever so slightly cocked in one direction. And somehow, even if you're sure that you've never touched the lampshade once, it'll still go crooked all by itself. Nearly every single lamp in my house has a crooked lampshade. It's almost a law of nature. And worst of all, you can't just get rid of the lampshade and solve everything, because then there's nothing between you and the blinding, unfiltered light of the bulb. So pick your poison. Would you rather have a lamp that assaults your eyes or one that insults your intelligence? See, this is why when my room sprung a leak last November and my light switch stopped working, I didn't even once consider turning on one of the 2 lamps in my room, because I don't want to deal with that bullshit. I'd rather sit in the dark. And what's with all these weird novelty lamps? A gun lamp? A giraffe lamp? A gecko lamp? Is this supposed to be fancy or something? Like having a stupid looking lamp is the pinnacle of culture? This lamp is just a dog taking a shit. What a perfect image. Remember that ridiculous leg lamp from A Christmas Story? Yeah, well, I'll bet you a pretty penny that that's what started this phenomenon. You've got shoe lamps, football lamps, pineapple lamps, horse lamps, clown lamps, frog lamps, beer lamps, cheese grater lamps. Knock it the hell off! Even my house isn't safe from these things, given that we've had this chicken lamp for as long as I can remember. And yes, you still have to look under the lampshade to reach the switch. Why are we producing so many tacky lamps that don't even fix the most fundamental design flaw? We've had the technology to make user-friendly lamps for decades, and yet to this day, designers just can't seem to take the hints. And that's bullshit. Huh?